That's why people get it. But see, I don't have mine. It's always like that.
Yeah.
So that way, I've never had an injury. One of the things that I've practiced throughout my whole career was fascia therapy. Get through training, eat my food, boom. I fall out for a couple hours.
Robby, training. You are a huge advocate of proper mind-muscle connection and contraction. And whenever we train, you kept saying body position, body position. You always were so strict on body position. I feel like that's one of the reasons, like you're the only person I know that's never been injured. Like you have zero injuries, nothing torn. And I know like so many people, like even big champions, I mentioned one, Ronnie Coleman, but he was lifting so many heavy weights. And today I don't know if he can walk. So proper execution of the training. How important is this mind-muscle connection and the body position for you when training?
You can't just move weight. That's not going to build any muscle.
And by the way, moving weight is not bodybuilding. Moving weight is not bodybuilding. Moving weight is just moving weight.
It's moving weight. Yeah. You're not going to actually build any muscle. What I see today, the guys just moving weight. It's not really contracting that muscle. They're not focusing on involving themselves in the negative. It's body position, how you put your body in a position. One of the main reasons people get injured is because of the lack of body position. If you have their body off, the feet in one position and one is another way, you're going to have a problem.
So this, in a way, takes us from training to recovery. This is part of the recovery.
Exactly.
Like you have to, because training is about contraction and compression. You're compressing those joints. You have to release them. If you don't release them, you keep compressing to a point where injury happens.
Exactly.
So you have to release what's being compressed.
Exactly. You got to realize that those fibers are like that. It's hundreds of them.
Mm-hmm.
So if you go in there, you're going to try to, behind the next 300 pounds, those fibers are going to start going in a certain angle.
Mm-hmm.
That's why people get it. But see, I don't have mine. It's always like that.
Yeah.
So that way, I've never had an injury. That's why I've never had an injury. I do the same thing in my lower back. I lay it on the floor, put it right in the cup of my back, and roll on that ball all over that area. And what that does again, it loosens up the tissue and prepares the tissue for the heavy lifting.
We talked about recovery using the ball. Anything else that you do for recovery? Like, do you take massages, chiropractic?
You know, one of the things that I've practiced throughout my whole career was fascia therapy.
Fascia therapy.
Dean Murray, I used to go to him at least once or twice a week. What he would do is in my documentary. You'll see it in the documentary.
Okay.
Dean Murray was the person that would kind of go into the joints, loosen all that tissue up. Basically, when you get through working out, the shoulders are like this.
Yes.
When Dean get through they're flat. So fascia therapy, definitely get massages. Fascia therapy and massage is probably one of the best things you could do to help stimulate muscle growth and release of all the fascia. If the fascia is tired up, you're not going to be able to build any muscle.
Totally.
So if the fascia is relaxed, then you're able to build more muscle.
And everything flows better. There's better circulation. The nutrition gets to where it needs to get. We grow when we rest, not when we train. So sleep.
You got to get
how many
7
hours? 7?
You should have at least a good 7.
Wow.
7.5 little naps along the way. That plays a role in it because that's what I do a lot of. You know, get through training, eat my food, boom, I fall out for a couple hours, and the next day I do the same thing. I constantly try to get at least 7.
Yeah, but you're not sleeping. You're growing.
Oh yeah, you're sleeping. The body can't build muscle when you're training. It's breaking the tissue down.
It's breaking down.
So if you don't get enough rest, significant amount of
Robby, I tell all my clients I have 100% success rate with weight loss when I train my clients. They never gain weight when I train them because you cannot gain weight when you're training.
It's not possible.
They gain the weight in the other
They
23
want to gain
hours.
weight, but you can't.
Yeah, it's when you eat. That's when you gain weight. In the gym, when you're training, you're losing weight.